feels like V8. The upshift, the downshift. Hello guys, Ivan here and welcome to new video. So today we are here in the new 2025 Mercedes-AMG E53 hybrid, and this is the all-new E-Class AMG version. And special thanks to Mercedes-Benz Slovakia for having us here today with the new E53. So this video is important for everyone who is curious about the new E53 and also for those which are considering getting one. And check this out, this is also the Edition 1 version. How gorgeous this looks. And in this video we'll take a look at exterior, interior, infotainment, and of course we'll go for a drive. And with the previous E53, this is much more usable in terms of EV range. Also the size, the car is much bigger, and really I would say even the design is much better, much more improved than the previous one, exterior wise and also interior wise. So for me this is a much modern, up-to-date and even more performance car than the previous E53, which I think was a big difference between the E53 and E63. Right now this is much closer to the E63, so that is a really amazing deal, I would say. First let's check out the exterior, and here we are looking at the estate version, which is basically Kombi in German, or we can even say T model. We have many names for the exact same thing. In the US this is called a wagon or estate basically, and we were in electric mode. After a few minutes it turned it off, of course. That's the new system, it works like that. So you can see how it looks with the lights off, but we will turn them on. So we have lights back on. So let me know how do you like this new design of the E53. Personally I find it really beautiful here in AMG version, and this is also the Edition 1. So this is the version which in first year of the production you can order, and it is like a huge package. So this Edition 1 package you can order on the car, and it can be in Alpine Grey but also in this opalid white Magno, and it looks absolutely fantastic in my opinion. Makes this car look so nice. I'm really happy that we have a sunlight right now, although it's not super bright, but nonetheless we still get very nice shades of this, and it looks like it's frozen, like it's icing on the paint. Check it out, really unbelievable, super nice. Power domes on the front hood, and in this case we have also AMG performance seats with Edition 1. We will check this in the interior in the close-up, and also night package 1, night package 2. We have a dark chrome on everything basically, AMG stripes on the sides with the AMG logo, these huge forged 21-inch wheels, the AMG Dynamic Plus package, which consists from active engine mounts, also the high performance brakes and the rear differential as well. So this is really great in terms of the configuration of the spec. Check out these wheels. These are the new style AMG wheels. I absolutely love this design, how this looks. So these are the Pilot Sport 4S M01A, and these are actually 265, 35, 21 inch. You can get also red brake calipers, but with this spec the black works as well. We have turbo hybrid badge on the front fender. Let's check out the front as well. Here we have the digital light technology, the best at the AMG. And check out this new design, one eyebrow and then two smaller ones like in the previous E-Class generations. Very nice in my opinion, this whole car. Also vertical slats for the AMG grille. These are in dark chrome, and also the AFFALTERBACH badge, which is new on all AMGs, but right now can be also in dark chrome on this car and also on the G63. Behind the star we have the radar, so this is flat for assistance systems, and everything is blacked out with the gloss black basically. Openings for radiators, you can see for the radiator cooling on this side, on the right side it's open, and also in the middle can open and close. Check it out. And on the left side is actually closed fully. AMG logo on the right side of the grille. And yeah, this looks so stunning, this car. I absolutely adore it. In person it looks even better. So this is like a business class sedan reinforced with the performance, so you can get to your destination, to meetings much quicker, and in really good luxury. This combines performance and luxury like no other E53 before. In terms of design, this is wide body, so it looks like baby 63 we can say, and we will talk about this also during drive. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So let's continue here. Check out here these front fenders, nicely boshed out. Really nice design, and masculine. Doesn't really look like 53 anymore. It looks basically like 63 we can say. A 63 light, let's say. And this hybrid, unlike the e-Performance, is a P2 hybrid, so has a longer range. Check out here the carbon fiber on the mirrors, and on the windows we have gloss black. Huge panoramic sunroof. This looks almost like a shooting brake even, I would say. So let's take a look here from the side. It's sloping down very nicely, so yeah, really aerodynamic design. And pop-up door handles, they are also now with dark chrome on the top. Check it out, also illuminated, really nice this. And on the rear we have wider tires, so these are actually 295 30 21. On this side we have actually the fuel tank. So to check out the fuel tank cover, let's go, and you need to press this button. Now it will open. Check it out. So it will depressurize actually the fuel tank. Now it will open automatically. Alright, so here we can see hybrid, and this is AMG fuel cover. Check it out. And here we can see 98 or more octane, 95 minimum, E5, E10 or E25 even. It's like future proofed. You can see the pressures for the tires. Top speed is 275 km per hour, 170 miles per hour. For the summer tires, for the winter we have 240 km per hour, 149 miles per hour. Alright, so here from the rear we have new design language, these Mercedes stars, which are actually LED. So check it out. On the inside we have Mercedes star, like here, but on the outside we have this LED stripe. It's actually like a 3D. Check out how thick it is from the side. So let me know your thoughts on these tail lamps with the stars, but I really like the brand identity behind this. E53 in dark chrome, but surrounding with the red, like is the case on hybrid AMGs. And here we can see 4 exhaust pipes. These are of course dark chrome with the AMG lettering here. And we have also this chrome actually on the boot, and the tail lamps are connected in the middle but not illuminated with the same material like the tail lamp. And line above it is also in dark chrome. Check it out. AMG logo on the left side, Mercedes in the middle, and we have also this like a small lip. Check it out here. So all in all, really nice in my opinion, and I really like how this car looks. So check out here also we have this element on the side, and in the middle we have diffuser with 4 fins. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I hope I can drive the sedan as well, but the driving character will be, we can say, 99% the same with both of these cars. So here we have actually charging ports. We have some instructions here. This is for the AC, and for the DC you need a larger port here in Europe, and you press this if you want to unplug the connector. So on some AMGs it's located at the rear bumper. On this one is nicely on the side, which I prefer personally to have it there actually. So yeah, from many angles we check this car, and this is also more practical of course than the sedan version, but personally for me I like more the sedan, but I also really like this, and we cannot deny that this is more practical than the sedan because it has a huge boot space and it is very cool, and it is very cool to have a performance wagon estate. So unlike some other AMGs, we don't have any downsizing here. So here is the well-known 3.0 liter 6-cylinder inline engine, but this is revised as in the E53, and we have more power and responsiveness. Everything is more basically tuned up to get you better power and response. So the engine alone produces 449 horsepower, and then we add to it 163 horsepower electric motor, 120 kilowatt, which is basically located between the engine and transmission. It's like built into the transmission. So this is helping with the weight saving, and in the boot we can actually have the batteries which are under in the boot floor. We will check this as well. And because of this we have actually the combined system output 585 horsepower, and with the race start 612 horsepower. So really crazy numbers, we can say, like the previous E63S sedan or wagon in that matter. So these are really great numbers. Of course the performance is of course not as good as for the 63 previous, because here we have a 6-cylinder hybrid, but nonetheless it is really close. So we will check the drive as well. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. The quoted 0 to 100 km per hour, 62 miles per hour, is actually 4.1 seconds for the estate and 4 seconds for the sedan, but with the race start we are looking at 3.8 seconds for the sedan, and I believe 3.9 seconds for the estate. So it's a 1/10 basically slower because of a little bit added weight in comparison with the sedan. So the engine is mated to AMG Speedshift TCT 9G torque converter, a really popular transmission, really smooth and also responsive. Not as much as of course MCT, but pretty well I would say. So in terms of the batteries we are getting 21.22 kilowatt hour in terms of the size of usable capacity, and that's much more than in e-performance versions, and that is basically the reason why we actually have this range, which is quoted 101 kilometers. In reality it shows me around 87, 88 kilometers. Maybe I could do like 90, 91, these kind of numbers. So basically it really depends how you are driving, but this is what kind of numbers am I getting, which is really groundbreaking for the AMG. And this together with the E53 are basically the cars which are getting this amount of the electric range, which is great because you can have a much more usable car on daily basis. So we can now close the hood. In terms of torque, the engine is producing 560 Newton meters of torque, and the hybrid 480 Newton meters. During race start, this actually results to 750 Newton meters of system output. Alright, so let's check the interior here. You just swipe here and we can now check the interior. So once again, soft close for the doors. And let's check this gorgeous Edition 1 interior. Check it out. Here in the floor mats we have a embroidered Edition 1 in yellow. Also here AMG logo illuminated with the black. Check out here the performance seats with Edition 1 embroidered and a AFFALTERBACH logo. This looks like 63, you can say, absolutely crazy. So this really reminds me of E63. These are the new AMG performance seats, which you can also find in GLC 63, GLC 43, also basically C-Class, C43, C63, and also the CLE 53. They are much more comfortable than the previous performance seats, but I would even say they are even better in terms of the how they hold you in place, and the design is also even improved in my opinion, so even nicer than previously. This is the black Nappa leather with the yellow accents and yellow embroidered edition 1 AMG logo here, and check out here the seat belts in this yellow together. It looks really crazy. Absolutely fantastic in my opinion. So yeah, 4D Burmester surround sound system. This car is like fully loaded. You can see the yellow stitching even. Let's do close-up. Yellow stitching, very nice. Everything is high quality. So let's hop inside. Alright guys, so let's close the door. Soft close. We can also try without the soft close. What is the sound? Really solid. One more time. Nothing actually here is squeaking, nothing like that. So let's start the car. Here is a start button. So you get this electric startup sound like in other hybrid AMGs, and the car starts in electric mode or in comfort mode. Also, the part of edition 1 is this gorgeous AMG steering wheel. This one is with yellow stitching, and this is a microfiber on the sides, and you can see on the top and on the bottom is actually Nappa leather, the largest MB star ever fitted to a steering wheel, and the AMG buttons, which we know so well. So this is really fantastic. So here we are, also new cockpit for the E-Class, and this is the super screen. You can order this with the passenger display, or you can go for the driver screen and the central screen, and here you can actually have a decor, but then you lose the camera, so you don't have a camera. The camera is basically paired with the passenger display, so you need to have passenger display, the super screen basically, in order to have a camera. Also, the hyperscreen and superscreen difference is that you have actually here disconnected driver display, and that's mainly to have a better visibility at it, and also it's slightly different in terms of the design. Check out here as well, the vents are nicely integrated here. They are also digital, so you can essentially change the position of these automatically based on what you want to do with the vehicle. So the middle console here is in carbon fiber. Check it out, so nice, with the E53 edition 1. So this looks absolutely stunning. And yeah, this is such a nice car, really wonderful. Also yellow stitching here, so I really do love this cockpit. So here is a close-up of the seats, really nice leather, I really love this. And also you can inflate the seat bolsters, and this is really nice touch, edition 1, and AFFALTERBACH logo at the headrest. And yeah, this is just a fantastic looking interior for sure. You have also this small panel with the quick access to the driving modes. Then you have 360 cameras, so you have front view, front wide view, then we have rear view, rear wide view, normal view, then we have sides, other side, and you have also automatic. It can also split screen and show you front and rear when you are close to like walls or basically in close spaces. New are the pedal shifters for the new AMG steering wheel, and yeah, this is such a fantastic looking interior. And also for the passenger screen, check it out, we have the new AMG logos. So this is like a screensaver. When a passenger is sitting there, they can operate the infotainment system as well. Also here is quick button for the charging. So this shows us charging. We are currently at 89%, which gives us 80 kilometers of range. You can do 100, of course, is the maximum, and you can do quick charge if you toggle here, and it can be 60 kilowatts maximum, and you can set a bunch of stuff here in the settings. Then you have car settings, so like a car functions, heads-up display, 3D driver display, snow chains, acoustic warning, parktronic, active lane keeping, a bunch of stuff, interior protection, towway protection, trailer coupling, and all settings. Then you have hazard lights, you can turn off the screen or system, you can mute sounds, and also have volumes. So volume works as a slider, or you can click on plus and on minus, so that's also possible. Volume you have also here. These are capacitive buttons. You need like a few moments to get used to this, but eventually I think you will used to this. That's what many owners are saying, and that is also my experience in my E53 AMG, which has basically the same steering wheel. And yeah, really amazing cockpit in my opinion. I do really love this. Would I go for super screen or without? I would think about this, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'm leaning towards the version without the super screen, with the central screen and the decor. So you can have also carbon there, or wood, through which is actually eliminating AMG logo. That's something what I like, but also carbon fiber. So carbon here, carbon there, it could be nice in my opinion. So yeah, that is also an option, but I believe this is paired to the edition one automatically in the super screen. So let me know your thoughts. Alright guys, so this is the CarPlay, as you can see here. So you have icons. This is slower responsive because I'm mirroring with the same device with which I'm filming. So here you can see the icons for the CarPlay. You can also change here. If you swipe like this, you can have it on split screen with the music player and like the directions, or you can press and you can have it on the full screen. The navigation, Waze, Google Maps, Apple Maps, all kinds of which you want. And also, if you input in Mercedes-Me the route guidance, it will transfer to the Waze as well, which I'm seeing for the first time actually doing this in the vehicle. So that is actually pretty cool. Also check out on the sides, you can see these like iOS design, very cool. So here on the top you have a sun visor with the mirror and a light as well. Microphone, and here is actually the panel, like in the S-Class, C-Class, really nice one with ambient lighting. And check out here the sunroof and how the whole car looks here. Very nice interior. So let's do ventilation position. So you can do like a small position, then you can open the sunroof for full ventilation. The sunroof is tinted of course, but now you can have fresh air in the vehicle. Really nice, this feature. I really like it. Let's check it out from the outside. So this is how it looks from the outside. Here we have the airflow, and really nice. So you can see summertime. Here is how this looks with the sunroof, panoramic sunroof open. Really cool. So yeah, super nice. For me this is really nice that Mercedes left the possibility to open the sunroof. I think many people love this. Alright guys, so let's go and let's check the rear seats in this estate, and then we will go and check out the boot. So let's hop inside. Let's close the door, soft close. You have air vent here, hook for your jacket. This is for the cargo net, hook for your jacket. Second one, grab handle here with the reading light. And check out how airy this is thanks to the sunroof. It looks very cool. So in terms of the legroom, we have really nice space. That's also, I would say, partially because the performance seats they are like a thinner, and I believe the seat itself is thinner basically. So have much more space. So I would say this is solid 10 centimeters 4 inches or so. So I can tuck my feet under the seat. That's also really good. Here we can also see the AC for the rear passengers. You can see the directions. This is a 4-zone AC, so 2 zones in the back and 2 in the front. Edition 1 here, branding as well, and the rear seats. So really nice materials here in the back as well, a little bit more sturdy I would say for kids and for transporting people. You have ISOFIX for child seat as well, connections, and in the middle you can find the armrest. You can fold it out, so you can fold it out. It's wide for 2 arms. So if you press once, then you have a place for smartphone or like a tablet. Press twice and you get the popped up cup holders. Really smart this. And very nice yellow accent stitching seat belts. So overall amazing looking here in the back. And this is how the front looks from the back. Let me know how do you like this. Also here you can see these cuts and the yellow accents, really nice actually. And also here. So in terms of the key fobs, here is the AMG key fob with AMG logo in the back. Looks absolutely fantastic. I really love this key fob. Very nice design, and also it has a nice heft to it. Alright guys, so here we are in the back. In terms of the headroom, I have plenty of headroom. Check it out. That's more than 10 centimeters, more than 4 inches, and I'm 185 centimeters, 6 feet and 1 inch. So even taller people than me can sit here, and overall I feel really comfortable here, and also it's very roomy here in the back. So this is a great station wagon for sure. So in terms of daily character of the car, this is really wonderful. Alright guys, so let's go. And now it's time to check out the cargo capacity. So you can kick under the boot. I need to open. You can press also underneath the boot. Here I just have some of my stuff. You can see in the bag. So these are charging cables which comes with the car. Here is my backpack. Also my small personal bag and other stuff like the tripod. Another box with the charging. So the batteries are actually underneath the boot floor, so you can see it's a little bit raised, but there is no bump like for example in the C63. So in the sedan we have 370 liters. In here in the estate I couldn't find official number, but I assume this is more than 400 liters. So in terms of practicality, this is better of course than the sedan. And also this cover comes up automatically when you open the boot. Also check it out. Here we have the tow hook, which pops out automatically. And if you press here, you can retract it as well. And you can put like bikes there, cargo box, all kinds of stuff. And to close, you can either press here, or you can also kick underneath the boot floor, and it will actually close. Alright guys, so let's go for a drive. We have 76 kilometers of EV range at 85%, and I saw like 87 maximum, 100 is quoted. So we will try first in electric mode, and then we will go try different modes. So I've been driving this car and it's really surprised me in many ways. Also in terms of the price. So this is electric in terms of the acceleration. So it's not slow for sure. So in daily driving this is plenty of power, I would say, for what you actually need. This from 0 to speed limit like 50 km per hour. It's really fast, and of course it takes a little bit more from 50 to 100, but the response is immediate with this electric drive. So that is truly great for daily driving. You can coast, you can do recuperation, you can set what kind of recuperation do you want, low or automatic or maximum, and then you can basically play with these as well. I often use, almost always, the CarPlay, either with most of the time with the Waze. Sometimes I use Apple or Google Maps. So I have to tell you that I like this super screen and also the central screen in particular. So I like that you have this sort of like a colorful palette underneath the CarPlay, so it looks like it's popping up, and very nice design. So here in daily driving, this car actually is fantastic daily, I would say. It has really this sort of feel for me like a baby S63. So definitely what I felt is this car is similarly planted. So this car is planted on a similar level than the S63, and mainly that would be because this is also plug-in hybrid, which has a weight which essentially pushes down onto the rear axle, and the rear axle presses onto the, so the weight of the plug-in hybrid presses onto the rear axle. This of course helps with the we can say with the traction, so the rear wheels have more grip. Also, check out, the car is now driving itself with the full assistance system package. It steers, it can brake, it can accelerate, all kinds of stuff. And the range, this we can say 90 kilometer, just under 60 miles, like 55 miles, is I would say really great range. You can do many drives, and you can recharge this basically in 22-25 minutes if you do fast charging DC, 60 kilowatts. I tried it and it works like that. So I would even say you can drive 90 kilometer, then recharge. You can go to like a fuel station, a shopping mall, etc. You can recharge in 20 minutes. You can basically recharge 10 minutes, and in 10 minutes you can get around 40 kilometers, like 28 miles or so. So it's really fast. Even 5 minutes can give you a nice couple of like 20 kilometers. So all in all, it recharges really fast with the DC charging, and if you charge at home, then you can do like slow charging overnight or a couple of hours. So on like 11 or 22 kilowatt charger, that is usable. So many people wanted this, and it's here in the E-Class and also in the E53 hybrid. So you can use this electric range to full potential. You can use public charging infrastructure. You can see in the navigation menu and also on the app where are the free charging stations, how many plugs are actually free. You can see everything online with this. And this car can also change, let's try this. This car can also change the speeds automatically, active distance assist, adopt speed limit, route based speed adjustment we don't really need. So yes, now it's back to 100 km per hour, 62 miles per hour, which is the speed limit here on these countryside roads. And yeah, the suspension, I would say, here we have the adaptive suspension, of course. So when I was talking about the S63, I was talking about the steering input and overall behavior of the suspension of the wheels. I felt like it's a really baby S63. So for this price, I would say it's a fantastic deal, because this car actually starts a little bit over 100k euros in Europe with the VAT, and it's even less than the C63. So this, I think it's a crazy offer. So you get more electric range, the price is lower, and the car is bigger, it's more luxurious, it's quieter, it's more spacious, it's more safe because it's a bigger, more passive safety. So everything is better apart from like crazy performance capabilities, which the C63 has better than this car. Of course, it's faster, and also I would say would be much more setup. The setup is much more performance oriented than here in the E53. But do you really need this amount, like craziness, in your day-to-day life? Isn't this the better options for most of the people? I would say yes. And also you have a 6-cylinder engine, which many people love. So that's why I think this is, for many people, this will be more favorite choice for many people. So that's my thinking about this situation. The acceleration is really smooth with this hybrid, so I really like the behavior in plug-in hybrid mode. Basically in electric driving mode, it feels very nice and smooth like electric car, and it's not even like a harsh. I would say it's more, of course, it's a little bit more, the suspension is more harsh than S63, but it is not something what is uncomfortable. Of course, it's not floating like a diesel or a petrol E-Class, which is like on the boat. Of course, this is more firm, it's more rigid, because it needs to transfer the performance on the road. If you go to Sport Plus, it needs to deliver what it is capable of. So that's why it needs this kind of suspension. So you cannot expect one-to-one level of comfort with like a diesel or petrol Mercedes-Benz E-Class, like E300 or this kind of versions. So also it slow it down right now because of the wheelage, but it also did a mistake. So it showed me 30 km/h. I'm there on the sign is 30, but it's only for all roads apart from this one and that one. So actually we have 50 now, and 30 is like on the smaller roads near the houses. So that's the mistake. Sometimes these cars make a mistake because this is the current state of these assistance systems. But so 97% of the times when I try this, it actually works like it should. So you can deactivate this adapting speed limit, and you can set it yourself as well. And then you have adaptive cruise control, the Distronic, together with the steering. You can turn off the steering, so you can only use what you want to use, which is nice. So you don't have to use every assistance which is available here, so you can turn it off as well. So depending what you want to do, and you can try it, and you can turn it off, turn it on, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I can drive like this, and I tried it many times. The range is actually true. It can deliver around 88, 85, just under 90 kilometers. And I was driving normally with the accelerations. I didn't try like maximize. I wasn't like, now I need to coast in maximum way so I can squeeze every kilowatt hour out of this. No, that was not the drive which I did. So I was driving really like with normally, basically. So really good actually. So that's why I'm talking so much about this electric mode, because it's the reason why you would buy this car. If you don't want electric mode, electric hybrid side of the car, you can buy a GT4 door. You can go and do that. It's a mild hybrid 6-cylinder, or CLE53. You can do different cars. GLE53 mild hybrid, also GLE53 the hybrid with this amount of the range is also available, and I will drive the GLE53 coupe hybrid as well very soon. So it's already on my schedule. So subscribe so you don't miss any videos with the GLE53 as well. Could it be better than this? We will see. Maybe it's not, maybe yes, maybe it's similar. So we'll see. What I'm really curious to try it, because I'm really pleased with this. Of course, we have a little bit more road noise. Once again, it's because of the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S. All performance tires, I would say majority which I tried, have some sort of elevated road noise than your normal tires. So people which complained about this need to understand that this is a performance car. It needs to deliver this kind of performance, and this comes, the sporty tire, this comes with this. So that's basically, and The car is really smooth. It feels really like a baby S63, and for for 50% less money, this is very close to S63. Is not the same, but it is close. For for like half money, I think it's crazy experience. So even more usability. The S63 has like a 25 kilometer of EV range, which is not a lot. I have to tell you, it's not a lot. It's not small like a C63 with 8 kilometers, but it's of course like 4 times more than C63. But this is 4 times more than the S63, or 3.5 times more. So it's much more. This is really what you can use on daily basis in really great matter. Also, I like this setup. Would I go for super screen or not? That's the question which I'm not sure, as I was talking in the stationary segment. So I would probably go without the super screen, so I can get the carbon fiber, but I also like this setup with the screensaver. Really depends if I would need to use often the screen for the passenger. So yeah, that's that. The brakes also feel nice. I didn't push this car to the limit. This car is not fully run it in, so I cannot push it to the limit like I would with the race start and other functions, but we can still experience what kind of vibes can we get. So let's go to sport. Now the engine fires up, and we can essentially try what we can get, what kind of behavior can we get out of this car. So when I was in the parking garage, I really had the feeling that this is really like a 63, like a V8 engine. That the noise which this car made was really close to the even S63, even like other V8 models by AMG. So they made something with this car, and it feels like V8. The upshift, the downshift, everything essentially feels very close like a V8. It's not 100% the same, but I don't know, it's like 90%, it's like 85%, it's pretty close. It's like a V8 light feeling what I get from this. So sport mode essentially is not turning off the combustion engine, it's always on in sport mode. And then if you want, it turns off the engine in the, can you hear? It turns off engine in the comfort mode. So if you want to use combustion engine, then go for the sport mode, and it will be always on. And then we have also Sport Plus mode. So now we are in Sport Plus. The suspension is also in Sport Plus. In Sport it was in Sport, the suspension, and we can try this right now. The steering is also firmer, and still good feel of the steering. I really like it. Many people say that these new AMGs have really great feeling for the steering, so I have to tell you that this is true, and they're really like precise and yeah, really good. I really like this input. Also the accelerator pedals, the brake, everything feels very good, I would say. So now the suspension, of course, is a little bit more rigid, and you can feel the difference between the modes. Check out here, the downshift is like a V8. Wow, it's unbelievable for sure. So how they did this, I'm not sure. So how they did this, that this makes these V8 sounds, it's really, yeah, it's really interesting. Is it only the interior like a noise, pumped in noise, or is it something more? I cannot tell you because I don't know, but it really feels, I would say, natural. I was with my friend yesterday, and he was like in shock how close this feels to the V8 in the interior, and also outside you can hear it. We heard it in the garage very nicely. So yeah, it's something new from AMG, and I'm pleased with this. I like this more than those electric sounds, so for me this is something what I like more. So why not to have it like this? I'm pleased with this for sure. So let's do like acceleration. Can you hear? We can do like up to 4000 RPMs because we are still running in the engine, but it's really good. I really like this sound more than like some other sounds. Really cool. And also if you downshift, it really downshifts like a V8, really close to that. So that is pretty cool, I would say. Here the roads are pretty good, so even here in Sport Plus I'm fine with in terms of the level of comfort, but you can also go back to comfort. It will be that much more smooth, we can say. So let's accelerate one more time. So yeah, I would say it's also like pumped in noise, but I made it really good this time. So I'm really pleased with this. It feels like a V8 light, and why not? It feels good, and I like this more than some other like electronic, like digital sounds. This feels better for me. So it has this grunt like a V8. It's really incredible, this grunt. And also it like pops a little bit in the back. You can also hear the blow of noise. So yeah, pretty cool. And also on the downshifts, we'll brake here a little bit more firmly. So yes, very satisfied with this. Then in terms of modes, we have also battery halt. So this will try to halt the state of charge, and it will cycle between the combustion and the electric. So it will cruise like for example, right now it will accelerate on the combustion engine, but then downhill and these kind of sections it will shut off the engine and cruise on electric just a little bit, so it can hold the state of charge to the level at which it was before. Then in individual you can change the drivetrain suspension dynamics to your liking, and it will be your individual mode. And then we have of course the slippery, which has reduced drivetrain, and the suspension you can change the suspension, and of course the dynamics as well. So those are the modes, and with Sport and Sport Plus the engine is always on. Alright guys, so at this speed, constant, we are getting 22.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, much better than at 130 kilometers per hour. So that is really interesting, and if you want to get better EV range, definitely you have to go slower. That was 69 miles at constant speed. Alright guys, so this is the consumption at 100 kilometers per hour, 62 miles per hour constant speed. We are looking at 7.4 liters per 100 kilometers. Next, at 110, 68 miles per hour, we are looking at 8.0 liters per 100 kilometers at constant speed. At 120 kilometers per hour, 75 miles per hour, almost 9 liters, 8.9 liters per 100 kilometers. Alright, 130 km per hour, 81 miles per hour. We are looking at 9.4 liters per 100 kilometers. So a little bit step up from the 120. And some countryside roads, 80-90 km per hour, now 50. We are looking at 6.9 liters per 100 kilometers. And during the countryside only, I got like 6.5 as well. So yeah, pretty good as well. Alright, so we are at 21% and we want to charge as fast as possible. DC will gives us 20, but if you toggle here, quick charge, it gives us 59. So let's try what kind of time can we get. Okay. So it shows us it's connected 21% and it started to charge basically. Okay, so you can see that we can do full charge to 20 in 20 minutes. So that's very fast actually. So let's try like 50%. That would be only 8 minutes. So this is very fast. So let's go to 100 and 20 minutes. So let's see if it's true. I will tell you. Alright guys, so we are at 100%. We started at 14:44. So that's 16 minutes plus 5 minutes, 21 minutes, and I'm already sitting maybe 1 minute. So it was 20 minutes basically like it predicted. So really fast, and we got 69 kilometers plus and total range 87 kilometers. In miles, there's like more than 50 miles, maybe 54 miles, I would say, of realistic range. Alright guys, so currently we have only 5 kilometers of range. That's only 7%, but we will charge until 100%, and it should be in a little bit longer. It looks like this charger is not as fast. It's only 32 kilowatts. It's slowly going up, so we will see what kind of numbers can we get. But I tested other one which was much faster at 62 kilowatts, so it really depends on the charger. Alright, so we finished and we did, let's turn this off. Okay, so we have 100%, 82 kilometers added, and 88-87 is the range. You can do a little bit more, a little bit less, depending how you drive. And it is now 8 minutes past midnight. So basically, it's as it was predicted. We ended at the same time. Check out just here these logos, AMG. Very stunning. So yeah, we started at the 40, so 27 minutes. Basically. So before on charger I did like 20, it was predicted 23, but I didn't finish. So from 23 to 28 minutes, from 0 to 100%. And if you want to leave and you want to start the car, check it out. Charger cable is connected. Unplug and it says that the cable is connected, so it's like a protection, so you don't basically pull off the cable from the station. And here for the driver screen we can change track pace, super sport, sport, classic, navigation, assistance and service. I really like, now I misclick a little bit, so here is classic. I like this one. You can change what is in the middle. You can see the temperatures. So here you have temperature of the transmission, engine oil, coolant, battery, motor temperature, and also battery temperature. So electric motor temperature and battery temperature. If it's white, it's okay. Blue is cold, and red I never saw, but I think red would be overheated. So then we have engine data, a bunch of stuff here which you can change. Here in the middle you have from start, from reset, eco display, consumption, music, and also like navigation. You can also have full screen navigation, super sport, bunch of stuff. So these are basically super sport and classic, which I use the most. Here in terms of the infotainment, this is the latest one in the E-Class with the new icons. So you have phone, navigation. Phone can be two phones, phone 1, phone 2. Then we have navigation, huge from the S-Class. So this is really nice. It needs some moments to load, but otherwise when it gets going, it's then very responsive when you're actually already driving. Alright, so with the radio I had to mute, and you can see a bunch of radios and these nice like icons for them. And then we have media, so you need to connect Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, online music, USB. Then we have apps. So for the apps, you can see that we have many more: Mercedes-Me, Amazon Music, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, weather, pairs. These are like games: pairs, shuffle pack, service, in-car, calendar, and Sudoku, energizing coach, camera, gallery. So let's do camera. Allow camera app to access the selfie camera. You can do yes or no. And the legal requirements for video and audio recordings of the vehicle's surroundings and vehicle occupants can differ depending on the country. Please take into account the requirements for the country in which you are creating the recordings. And you need to insert the storage medium into the USB port to start recording, basically. Okay. And then in settings, you have actually snapshot timer, multiple shots, interval between the shots. You can do like selfies with passengers in the car. And then you have gallery if you take some pictures. Then we have a store, Mercedes-Me store. You can do like upgrades. You can pay for additional stuff. Okay. Then comfort, so we have seats. With these seats you don't have massage, but with the normal seats, with the sport seats, you have a massage as well. So massage is available, but you can inflate side bolsters, for example, which I like to do on like even level 10 is fine for me. It holds you nicely in the corners. You have a seat kinetics, like it can move a little bit the seat. A lumbar support you can do as well, which is nice. Side bolsters I like level 5 is a little bit better for me. Okay. You have additional steering wheel heater. You can position the seat automatically and you can reset. Then in ambient lighting you have a monochrome, multicolor, you have a brightness, bunch of stuff. We'll check these in the night drive. Video, sound, visualization, so it will like change the color and also the frequency based on the music. Then we have routines. So with the routines you can define a new routine. So for example, conditions, you can do add condition. We can do climate, exterior below 10. So we can do exterior below 10, add. And what needs to do? Actions. So actions would be, let's do comfort and seat heating. So when it's cold outside, seat heating level 1, and also steering wheel heater. Let's do add. So now basically when the exterior temperature is below 10 degrees Celsius, the seat heating and the steering wheel will start heating automatically. So in terms of icons, you can select an icon which you want basically to have here. So let's do icon like weather, or we can do like a Mercedes star, and you have a name, so we can do cold. Okay, create routine, and here you have my routines, and now we have here cold. So basically seat heating will automatically start when it will be below 10 degrees Celsius. You can also change it here. So exterior you can do like if you change opinion you can do below like 5. Okay, and minimum, what is minimum? Minimum is actually 0, I believe. Okay, 0, so like a freezing point. Let's do like 5 and update and save. So that's in terms of the routines. And then we have charging. So we saw here actually before the charging menu, so that's that. Performance, here we have the energy flow, so you can see how the car is managing the energy. You can see the drive here as well, and also the warm-up, what is warmed up and what needs to warm up as well. Vehicle, we can see the degrees. This is also rear wheel steer, so let's go to drive. 2.5 degrees in the back and 33 degrees in the front. So let's try other way. You can see 2.5 degrees. So really cool to have these much better in the corners thanks to that, and also parking. So here you can see the tire pressures and temperatures for each tire separately, and the engine, you can see here the torque, power and turbocharger pressure as well. IWC, check out this animation. Wow, very nice. This can also work as a stopwatch, check it out. And then next we have a track pace, so this is like a telemetry. You have a drag race and bunch of stuff. Telemetry, so if you add like an accelerator or brake, check it out, it will show you exact data. It's like a Formula 1, crazy stuff. And in settings you have assistance, vehicle, light system and apps. Assistance based on driving, camera, parking, all these assists. Vehicle, we have comfort features, occupant protections, a lot of stuff. I did it in the previous video with the E53 sedan. You have digital lights, ambient lights, exterior interior lights, and then we have the display settings, display brightness, for example. Display brightness you can change. We have it on maximum for day mode. You have night mode as well. So these are so many settings. Also the home screen for the passenger screen decorative image. So you can see here, this is the AMG logo which we have here. You can have like a clock. These are like a Mercedes versions. So for me only this is fitting on this AMG one. And yeah, you can change this language. You have apps, settings, Vivaldi browser, and then we have devices which were connected to the vehicle and Vivaldi browser. So check the collision warning from the rear. See here the icon? The car was telling me that I cannot go, and now it should do the same. Check it out. And the wide angle of the rear camera is really crazy. You can see everything basically in the back. And now the same, okay.